Yes. Very much so yes today. I want to talk about one specific brand. And you see it here and there with some other beauty vloggers and beauty gurus and stuff like that. But no one ever really talks about them. The brand that I'm talking about is Mario Badescu.
Okay, so pause. This entire video, I say Mario Badescu. I have no idea why. It was just in my head that day. I'm an idiot. Disregard me. It's Mario Badescu. Okay, continue.
It is in Ulta, and it's kind of in that median range where it's not necessarily drugstore and it's not necessarily high-end either. It's kind of just there. There are some super affordable products that are under $10, and then you do have some pricier products that go in, you know, the upwards of 30s and 40s of dollars. I know over the years there has been a lot of talk about certain products, but never really just someone doing like a run through of like a variety of his products in one video, at least that I have personally seen. So I feel like Mario Badescu is best known for his acne type products. I know a lot of people are very fond of his drying lotions and sprays, but he does have much more than just acne products. He has normal face washes, he has moisturizers, masks, and creams, and it is just an all-around skincare brand. However, I feel like the brand is best known for the sprays and the acne products. I am going to be focusing on pretty much those two types of things today. Now, if you watch me, it is no surprise to you that I definitely have bouts of acne. I am having some really bad breakouts right now, which my lips probably look a little funny. I actually had to overline them because I do have a really bad pimple like right here that I'm trying to cover up, but that's besides the point. I do have this and another product, and I kind of just wanted to divulge into them and just kind of give me my little, I guess, mini reviews on the product and then my review on the brand as a whole. So I have tried some of his products in the past. We'll get to that a little bit later, but for right now I want to start with this. And this is obviously his Acne Starter Kit, and I got it for $30. So you have a cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer, and then 2 treatments. They are all basically just sample sizes or travel sizes. They're all in the 1 to 2 ounce range, and there are full-size products for all of these, but I'm basically just gonna pop them out one by one and talk about them a little bit to you guys and how they've been working for me, because like I said, I did get this set in December. It is now February, so I've had 30 days at least of experience in using these products now. So the first thing I want to talk about is this. This is the Acne Facial Cleanser. And if you look, everything is listed by skin types. So this one in particular is listed C and O, which I believe is combination or oily. I am neither of those. However, the specific ingredients that are in this I found to be possibly very beneficial to my skin, so I did want to try it, so I was okay with using it. On the back it just says removes oil and debris that lead to breakouts with our Acne Facial Cleanser, specifically formulated with salicylic acid, thyme extract, aloe vera, hyaluronic acid, and chamomile extract. This cleanser will help smooth acne erupted skin without over drying, which was very important to me because I'm already dry to begin with. Like I said, it just looks like this, and you just push this little nozzle up and then your product comes out. Now it is just a clear gel, just like that, and it basically just rubs up into a light lather. Now it doesn't get very foamy. It's not like a heavy lather. There, you will not see a lot of suds with this, especially if you use it with a Clarisonic, which is generally how I have been using it. But after using this for 30 days, I do feel that it has helped control my acne. I don't want to necessarily say that it's made my acne go away. However, I believe that it has stopped new acne from forming, because all of the problem areas I have right now are kind of the same problem areas I've had for the past couple of months. However, nothing new is forming. It's just the same pesky spots that I've been having problems with now. I'm not breaking out on my forehead where I wasn't before, or on my nose where I wasn't before, or on my jawline. all those areas are clear, and it's literally just the same exact pimples that have been tormenting me for months and months now that I'm having a problem with. So I do feel like this is helping my skin stay clear and is preventing more acne from coming out other than what's already out there. And I have found it to be extremely gentle on my skin, which I am very thankful for. Once I am done with this and I wash this off, then I go into the toner. This is the second step in the system, and it is called their Special Cucumber Lotion. Essentially, I believe all this is just a cucumber toner. It says blemishes fight dirty, but you don't have to when you use the Special Cucumber Lotion. Featuring smooth cucumber extract, this toner does away with excess oils and bacteria while refreshing your skin's surface and tightening your pores with an effective deep clean without the dryness. So again, dryness, I want to stay away from dryness. Again, on the side, it is listed with the CO combination oily. As you can see, it does have a greenish cucumber-like tint to it. And as you can see, I have gone through a pretty good amount of it. I find this to be extremely refreshing on the skin. Like, super, super refreshing. It does have like that cucumber fresh scent to it. I really, really appreciate that. Again, I don't like the packaging for this because it's just like the other one. So what I have done is I've taken this and I've poured it in a little spritz bottle, and instead I spritz it on my face. You can just dab this onto a cotton swab if you want and put it on that way. You could just put it on your hand and rub it in your hand that way if you want to try. This might be, out of all of these products, this might be the product that I go and purchase a full size of, because this is, out of all of them, this is the one that I'm truly believing in. I feel like my pores are getting a little bit smaller, and in the morning it just wakes you up in the morning. It's that little thing that makes you feel just a little bit happier to be up at, you know, whatever time in the morning you have to wake up with. And I do really appreciate that. It's like your first cup of coffee. Now, I did just get a toner from Belief. I have not tried that toner yet. I'm gonna wait to try that toner until I'm done with this toner. But I do see a difference in like skin pigmentation and firmness and tightness and all of the things that a toner is supposed to do. And this is what has to be doing it. So I do really love this, and I think this is super affordable. I think a full-size bottle of this is only like $7 or $10. The next thing in this set is your moisturizer, and it is the Mario Badescu oil-free moisturizer. Now this one is a little bit different. So this obviously is an oil-free moisturizer. It does have SPF 17 in it, so it's not 30, but it's not nothing. It's just that light starter in between number kind of thing, but it does have SPF in it, and it says it will hydrate and keep your skin protected from the sun without causing any kind of breakouts. It does not say if it is a chemical or physical sunscreen. It's kind of funny for me. I don't necessarily love it, but I don't hate it either, because to me, it does actually feel like kind of oily or greasy as you're putting it on. However, once it absorbs into your skin doesn't feel oily or greasy. As far as it helping with breakouts and stuff like that, I'm not sure. I do like the fact that there is an SPF in it, and it is a light moisturizer. It is not very heavy. As you can see, it just blended right into my skin. It's just like a normal everyday moisturizer. So this one I am not totally sold on. I just can't tell if it's really doing something for me or not. I think the main benefit to it is the fact there is an SPF in it. Although it's not a high SPF, there is an SPF in it. So if you're someone that has a really hard time remembering to just put an SPF on, as soon as you moisturize your skin in the morning, it's done. You don't really have to worry about it. Now, the last two things are both very, very specific to pimples. This bigger jar is the drying mask, and then this teeny little jar is the drying cream. The drying mask is for all skin tones, it says, and the drying cream is for combination or oily. The only major difference that I have seen between the two of these is one is literally a mask that you leave on for 10 or 20 minutes and then wash off. The other one is a cream that you can put it on before bed, sleep the whole night in it, and then take it off in the morning. It won't dry down to nothing. It will definitely stay on your face and be visible. So if you put this on and you walk out of the house 4 hours later forgetting that you have it on, people will definitely see it. But the consistencies, everything about them, they're basically one and the same. It's just, do you prefer a creamy lotion or do you prefer a 10 to 20 minute mask? But both of them are made to go on targeted areas of the face where you are having a breakout, and it's basically supposed to just suck everything out of that pimple or blackhead or whatever it is and kind of make the process go quicker. According to the box, the mask is supposed to treat acne-prone areas and put brakes on future breakouts, harnessing the power of colloidal sulfur, which helps reduce oils and heal existing acne. The drying mask is an effective option for blemish-prone skin. Now, I can tell you right now, I do not put this all over my face, and I would not put this all over my face because it is a drying mask. It is sucking the stuff out of your skin. So if someone with dry skin like myself were to put this all over their face, it is going to make your skin even drier. And you need to be aware of that for either of these if you're going to use them, especially if you have dry skin. Wherever you put this, as soon as you take it off, you are going to want to put some kind of heavy duty cream or moisturizer on your skin, or else you will become very dry and flaky in the days to come. I mean, it's sucking out the dirt and grime and whatever is causing the acne, but it's also sucking everything else out with it, so it will affect your skin. I feel like it works, but I would just be very cautious using it. And as for this one, it just says send pimples packing with the drying cream to minimize and conceal erupted acne and under the surface blemishes. Now, I will say that this, at least for skin tones similar to mine, this can act as a concealer, pretty much. So if you really wanted to and were in desperate need of help, you could technically put this on, put some kind of makeup over it probably, and get away with it. I don't know if that's a wise decision. I have not done it, but I think it would be possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open both of these up to show you guys. So this one just has the little lid. I kind of just leave it on and just lift it up as I need it. That is what the mask looks like. And this is the lotion. So as you can see, they are similar. This one is much more liquidous. If I were, see, it's starting to kind of want to come to fall out. This one is much more creamy. This one is much more liquidy. I do feel like they work. Like I said, I do feel like they can help dry out certain things. Not everything, but I do feel like they can dry out certain things. The last thing I want to talk about from Mario Badescu that I have in front of me is this strawberry face scrub. Now, this is not part of the set. I bought this separately. It is a full size and it retails for about $15. You get 4 ounces of product in here, and basically all it is literally ground up strawberries, pureed strawberries. I don't know how else to explain it. This is what it looks like. So it's basically like someone took a lotion, a basket of strawberries, threw them in a blender and mixed them all together and came up with this. I like it. It does smell like strawberries, so if you don't like the smell of strawberries, or you're allergic, or you just don't like them, you're not going to want this. But it does very much so smell like strawberries, and all the little specks you see in there are actual strawberry seeds, and that is what you're using basically as an exfoliant. I use this about twice a week. Generally, I'll go in with my acne facial cleanser, and the days that I'm not using this, I will use this instead, just to really exfoliate my skin at least a couple times a week. It says it's for all skin types. Now, this is not part of their acne line. This is basically just part of their regular skincare line, but it is what I would consider like a natural exfoliant, since you are essentially just using strawberry seeds to exfoliate your face. It is not super harsh. There's no microbeads. There's no grittiness like a salt scrub. It's just a very soft, gentle, natural exfoliant. It feels good. It suds right up. You wash it right away, just like a normal face wash. I don't think it does a lot. Like if you're looking for like a really heavy duty exfoliant, I don't think you're gonna like this. But especially if you have sensitive skin, I think this is something that you could really benefit from, because it will still lightly and gently exfoliate the face, but without overdoing it. But I do really like this. The last thing I want to talk about from his line that I have tried, and I do not have it in front of me, I have since decluttered it because quite frankly, everyone hyped it up and I bought it and I just did not like it. It was the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. It looks like, are you gonna focus? There you go. It looks like this. It's a pretty pink color. If you've been on the beauty circuit on YouTube for a while now, if you've been watching videos for a couple of years now, you'll remember there was a time where every single beauty blogger had it and was talking about it and using it, and they were raving about it, and they said they loved it and it was doing this and that to their face. They would prime their face with it. They would set their face with it. They just loved it. So of course I had to buy it, and needless to say, I was just unimpressed with it. First off, it smells very, very heavily of roses. Like, extremely heavily. I like floral scents. I like things that are scented, but that was just too much even for me. Like, it was very heavily rose scented. And some people may like that, but I could not. I could not. As far as any skin benefits, I didn't see anything. It felt sticky on my skin. After I would spray it, it would leave my skin feeling sticky, like it wouldn't dry down all the way. I didn't feel like it helped clear up my skin. I didn't feel like it helped my makeup stay on better. I didn't feel like it helped my makeup last longer. I just found it to be really useless. And I mean, it was cheap. It was only $7, but for the amount of hype that that particular product got, I did not understand it. And now I don't see anybody talk about it. But for that time, I didn't get it. I did not get it, and I still don't get it. Even to this day, even to try it again, I probably would not. So that one out of his line was definitely a dud for me. If I were going to repurchase anything at all, the very first thing I would repurchase is the Cucumber Toner, and then probably the Acne Facial Cleanser. If I were to run out of this and didn't find anything better, I would probably buy this again. The moisturizer, I'd probably not. I don't see it doing enough for me, and that oily feeling, it just may not be right for my skin type. It might work for somebody else who's maybe a little bit oily, but for me, I'll use it up, but I don't think it's for me. And as far as the drying cream and the drying mask, if your skin can handle it, it's probably worth it. I know he also has another drying cream that is in a little jar. It's pink. There's stuff on the bottom. You see everyone stick their Q-tip into it and then do it. I might try that. I have not tried that yet. I think these do work, but your skin has to be able to handle it. And it will definitely dry your skin out. So if you already have dry skin to start with, I don't think you might necessarily like these. And that is it. That is everything I want to talk about for this video. I hope I gave you a little bit better understanding of Mario Badescu and his line. If you saw or were wondering about any of these products, that you are a little bit better informed now about what they are, what they do, and who they work best for. As always, any questions, comments, you know where to leave them. And if you like what I bring to YouTube every week, you can always just like this channel and hit that subscribe button. You can find me on all kinds of social media at Marcy_K with 2 Y's, just like it is here. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.